Greetings, Crawford Ashley, the spiritual boxer, and down at Bethlehem, working with Theo and Jack. Jack's just sort of like come back. Declan's working, but we've just been doing some shadow boxing, looking for spaces as you're moving, aware of where the space is, so you can move into them spaces. You know. And like I said, with shadow boxing, forget about hitting an imaginary opponent. Imagine the opponent throwing punches to you, so you got to block them. So you're always moving, constantly thinking about what's coming at you. Same as when you're in sparring. Most people are busy about going forward instead of thinking about what's coming at them. You know, you're boxing, be aware that somebody can throw a punch, especially when you've got them hurt. You know, that desperation, that they're trying to come to wing them. And if you're just popping away and getting engrossed in what you're doing and don't realise what he's doing, you're going to get caught and walk onto one. So always be aware that there's going to be someone coming back. And it's like, go forward with the intention of moving backwards. Because at any moment you get hit, come back, boom. If you step back, it gives you that little bit of space to counter. You don't want to take one to give one. Yeah? You don't like that kind of thing. You take 2 or 3 shots to get inside to land 2 or 3 shots. Be clever. Go in behind your jab, moving behind punches. Feint moving before you. And then when you're in range, throw punches. And if you've got a kid who's a good mover, just edge him down, push him onto the ropes, and then launch your attacks when you've got him on the ropes. Well, these are all things to learn and practice in the gym. You shouldn't be doing it in fight. You know, he's learning on the job. What's he doing in the gym? That's one of them things I don't like. When you see these prospects and say, oh, well, he's still learning on the job. You're always learning. But you learn in the gym. And what you've learned in the gym, you take it into the ring and you put it into practice. You know, you shouldn't be learning in the ring. You know? Right? You should be there to just enjoy what you're doing when you fight, not learning. What's... yeah, I don't want to get into that. But what's your trainer teaching you is just teaching you to get fit. Like I said, for me, fitness is not my job. That's your job. You're a professional athlete, or you're in a sport where you need to motivate yourself to do it and get hurt. When you're in the ring, you're by yourself. You know, when you're in that ring, you're by yourself. When you're out on the road doing the road work, you're by yourself. You're the one who needs to push it. Push, push, push. Nobody can push you. If you need somebody to push you, like I said, find a different sport, find a different game. Because boxing is some of that. You need to drive yourself. You need to be in that focus and in that mindset that I've got to solve this problem. I've got to solve this puzzle. You know, my corner can't do it for me because when I'm in the ring, my corner's not in the ring with me. You know, I'm not fighting for you. You've got to fight for yourself. So fitness isn't my job, isn't my responsibility. You know what I mean? That's down to you. And like I said, I don't shout at people, do this. This is what you should do. Are you doing it? No. Fine. When you're in the ring, you're the one who's going to get hurt. You know, and I find that most trainers who push fitness, oh, you want fit enough, haven't got a clue about the little nuances of boxing, the little tricks of the trade. You know what I mean? You just want fit enough. And most people who box, who train now, have been trained by fighters, have been trained by people who've never boxed. And it comes down that line where fitness, oh yeah, if they'd done a bit more work, got my fitness level up a little bit more, I'd have won that fight. No, if you'd have moved your head a little bit more, if you'd have slipped shots, if you'd have caught a few more punches on your gloves and on your arms, you wouldn't have lost. But it's because you got hit too much is the reason why you lost. Not because you weren't fit enough. That's simple. So work on your technique and work on your defence. Boxing's about not getting hit. Hit and do not get hit. Yeah, he who lands the most punches wins, or it should be. Or it should be. You know, anyway, I'm going to leave with some stuff, some training. Like I said, there's a bit of shadow boxing at the moment. Theo's still doing 6 rounds, so we've got another 2 or 3 rounds to go. And then we're going to be working on the bags, working certain things like I showed the bags yesterday, about speeding up his hands, throwing faster combinations, 4 or 5 punches all different, so you stop thinking about it and you just throw them. That's what we want. We just want to be able to throw them just nice and relaxed. No power behind them, but the power's there because it's into a nice little flow, speed. You know what I mean? Nice and relaxed, everything's just relaxed. You don't need to do anything else, just pop them out. Boom, 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 boom. Just little bits of movement. Nice. Are we fast? Are we still there? Have we still got it? Who cares? You know, it's about showing it and passing it on. Anyway, see you in a bit. If you like the vibe, then subscribe. Leave a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, see ya. Bye. In the ring, shadow boxing. We forgot his rope today, so he's got to do 6 rounds of shadow boxing. It's like finding the spaces when you're in the ring, using the whole of the ring, moving round. It's good when it gets busy in the ring, because people, you have to find the space. It's kind of like showing you, moving to the space where the spaces are. Can you feel the spaces behind you? When in the ring there's only you, the ref, and your opponent, so it's not as crowded, so you've got more room and more space. And it's like creating space from your opponent so you can generate power, which a lot of people don't seem to really do. You get in close and they smother the work. But these are the places where you want to spend a lot of time. In the ring, shadow boxing, during breaks, he's on the ropes. You know, he doesn't take a break because it's only shadow boxing. It's tiring though because it's the concentration. You know, imagine the punches coming back, bobbing and weaving, keeping them moving, keeping going, keeping working. And away you go, out there. That's it, Jack. Move, move, both ways. You're looking for space. Yeah, just a little bit of shadow boxing there for you.